Wow. Oh yeah, people. It's that time. Show some love for the ones that's been putting it down. It's been a year, y'all. We held it down for 2025. You know who it is. You good homies. Welcome to episode 56. Shout out to the first time listeners. We love y'all. Go back and listen to our old stuff. Diamonds are forever. And that's what we giving y'all. Shout out to our OG listeners. We love y'all. For real, for real. Keep helping us grow this. Like I always say, share, like, subscribe. We need it. One time for the one time. Good homie Black Rod. To my left, the meanest one of them all. Good homie Phil.
What's happening, homies?
To his left, my favorite country cousin. And he yearns too. You got homie Mario.
Look our world.
Been a long time coming, fellas. We've been grinding. Week in, week out. 56 of them things. We got a few that will never see the light of day.
A few more that probably should never see the light of day. The hell, I might go back. I heard bro mess around and say, nah, go back and watch some of the old ones. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Just go backwards. Don't start from scratch.
Go backwards. Don't start from scratch.
Matter of fact, just start from right here, cuz.
Let's just take it on in from here.
Yeah, just if this is where you found us,
I'll fuck with that.
Thank you.
Teach you about my past later, man.
Yeah,
we new to this.
Yeah.
Look at the universe. 56 fellas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't nothing but 52 weeks in the year.
Right.
Just to show you how long we've been doing this. So let's turn this up. End the year on a good note.
Right.
Yeah, for our loyal listeners, you know, good homie, Manda Panda, Gabby, everybody out there, Queen, who left some nice comments. Yeah, man. The next 2 weeks, you will not be getting a drop. I must let you know that. Well, it would be Christmas Eve,
New Year's
and New Year's Eve. We're gonna take those time with our families, and
Y'all family too. But
yeah, that's true.
we got things to take care of.
That's true. And by things to take care of, it means getting drunk with our relatives.
There you go.
Nah, it's just between work and logistics. You understand, right? You get it. You understand.
Life be lifing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could come in here and record, but niggas be having other shit to do.
That too.
We will record when we record, but like it's a different day. I used to hear niggas cry about like, damn, I feel shit on y'all.
You finna shit on it?
Yeah. Niggas used to be like, damn, y'all brought me here too. I ain't even planning on doing it. But anyway, man, just if we could record during the day when everything's just firing and snapping like it.
Oh, that's me.
2 o'clock.
That's me.
Yeah.
This is my bedtime right now.
And then gave niggas the options like, hey, the 2 days that we won't record, we got early days in the week that we can record during the day, and we can see how that goes. And when I first sent that message out, not a nan nigga responded, but kept the group chat going. But thank God I'm not a petty ass nigga as I claimed to be, or these niggas said that I was. I just took a mental note. It's like, all right, well, tried to like bridge a gap and just try to make a nice little, hey, brothers, like, we got some good momentum going. We can still drop episodes, which I like to record during the day.
That's funny.
On these particular days. And these two niggas dubbed the fuck out of me.
That's funny, because
I ain't gonna say I dubbed you. It was just
He responded yesterday.
It's a non-communication thing for me, because shit, Hell yeah, I'll do it. But I damn sure didn't say shit.
Not a damn word.
I didn't say shit about that.
Schedules.
Yeah.
But we still gonna get one in.
Think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, I'm done. I'm in town and I'm done. I ain't gonna be gone.
So this might not be the last episode of the year,
Maybe not.
but we'll see. Because it's looking like it's going to be the last one, but we'll see. We'll see.
All the way up into nines. Up into right now.
I sent that message about a week or two ago. Like, hey, I mean, the first time I sent it was probably like goddamn at the end of November. Not the end of November, but in November, October 1st. I said, hey, I was looking at just the calendar, and it's like, hey, we have the chance. And then when I got dubbed this most recent time, it was my second time bringing them back around to the homies. So I really got dubbed twice.
Crazy.
But anyway. Matter of fact, now I'm going to dub these niggas the rest of this podcast. Y'all got it. Zydeco boys.
Y'all, man, life be life, and then, I was just trying to figure my schedule out, and it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Even if it's just 2 people, or if I'm not even here, I'll unlock the door for you. No.
Nigga want to communicate that now. What the fuck? Where'd that come from?
My rocks. I had it. But yeah,
But yeah, I wouldn't. But yeah, I would say
Pick up
shit,
the
we
pieces.
probably could. But I did see that, and I just
All you need is a kazoo now.
I seen that mug. I was like, yeah, for sure. That was me when I seen it.
In his mind.
Yeah,
But
in
not
my
the
mind.
message.
Yeah,
In my
for
mind.
sure we can do that.
but yeah, one
Anyway, I don't want to stick on that.
yeah, but
Let's
one
push this
thing I
forward.
want to see in 2026 is, hey man, all our supporters, hey, y'all go ahead and hit that cash out. What you laughing for, bro? I'm trying to.
Go ahead, do your thing. Now look right into that camera and go ahead. Oh,
Hey, for all our listeners, appreciate y'all. We love y'all. But this shit ain't free. And for 2026, showing us love. If you can't sub, like, or subscribe, this shit that's free. Hit that cash out. Black Rod.
Message.
yeah, no. You co-signed it?
I ain't co-signing.
Well, don't say message like you co-signed
No, I'm just having him stamp his shit.
it. Yeah,
I'm here for
Appreciate
him.
it.
I'm just having him stamp his shit.
Appreciate it.
no. I ain't gonna do, ain't gonna do.
No, this hey, shits and giggles, man. We potting. But hey, it's been a year though, fellas. How y'all feel like we've been growing the pod? How do you feel like we've progressed the pod? Anything that, and I think we had this conversation once before, but
Yeah, just when we hit our actual year recording, now we're at the end of the calendar year.
now it's a calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
Going into 2026, a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do deals like others, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a minute.
And I feel good about the progression and the growth of it.
Yeah, me too.
Excited to try some new things here coming up at the top of the year. So,
Yeah.
it's from my position, it's a lot of challenging things coming up. But sometimes I feel like to keep your mind good, active, and youthful, it's like you should take on new challenges for your mind. It's like it's some shit I haven't done before that I'm going to try to do.
Yeah.
So.
And ain't nothing to it but to do it and shit.
And then we got a team, and we're doing it as a collective, and then we're gonna expand this motherfucker too. So, it's not like I'm doing this shit by myself. I got some good homies here and that don't communicate, but
Well, we got your back though.
silently.
But we got it.
Yeah, we hear them. But yeah, man. as far as progressing, of course, I do feel like, every time we come on the mic, shit, we better, I feel like it, week by week we getting better. And as for me personally, just like the intake of information to get ready for the show and all this, all the research and all this that's done before the show is something that, I learned to, like, it's something I actually enjoy. So just kind of becoming an information junkie.
This nigga did what? You be reading shit like, oh, boy, hell no, this nigga tripped out.
Yeah, I be learning a lot of shit just, doing the show. So,
like, we're going to talk about that Michigan coach, and like a new article dropped today, too.
yeah.
I said, oh, this nigga, wow.
Yeah, I seen some shit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm the gramps of the group. So like if you've been watching, me and the Wells, we have an interesting relationship. But just seeing how we came from
looking at content for the podcast, yucky, no. Looking at bare knuckle fist fighting.
That makes me smile.
Especially when I see that knot just flare up instantly like a balloon. But no, just seeing
like Party City over there.
Yeah, that out of business though. Just seeing us how we came up from episode 1 to episode 1.1. Mm-hmm. For those that know, to 20, the growth to 50, where we are today. Everything is about consistency and just keeping the faith, man. We have an undying belief that this is a pod that everybody needs to see and wants to see, on how we spin our narratives, how we give our opinions. It's something that this section of entertainment needs. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we're in a good position. Phil has been on his shit about growing this shit grassroots and laying down the proper foundation. Kudos. And I have a belief that it's coming. It's coming. It's soon. So keep doing what y'all doing. Again, sub, like, share. It's free. That's why I said the shit before about what I said about giving us some money. Y'all don't want to give us no money. Y'all don't want to give us no money. The least you can do is sub, like, share. Okay. Enough.
I also like the idea of commenting too, to let us know where we good, where we falling off.
Yeah.
And shit, don't be disrespectful, though. I block your ass.
That part.
Blocking out loud. Them comments be funny as hell to me. I ain't blocked nobody yet. I'm like, look at this shit. Yeah. But anyway, I like the disrespect, but I'm nuts though. So.
And then the comments, for me, the comments. I keep my ignorance bottled up. And some of these comments makes me want to take the top off and show niggas who I is.
Yeah.
But I understand the interwebs, so I'm going to keep it to myself. Phil is good about, and Mario, they're both good about interacting with you people. That's why I love them. Because my comments.
Yeah.
But anyway, people, speaking of podcasts, Netflix has been putting in work with inking deals with different services. Right now they have 30 podcasts lined up for 2026. 31, the good homies.
Mm. Oh, man, come on. Come on.
In an attempt to rival their biggest competitor with streaming, YouTube, and they've actually taken some podcasts away
Oh, really?
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, because they Netflix exclusives. So you can only like Breakfast Club is one of them, for example.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're only gonna stream
on
on
Netflix, so it won't be available on YouTube. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. I wonder what that layout is gonna look like whenever it hits in a couple of weeks.
You mean just like the programming?
Yeah, because I'm used to seeing like the movies and the shows and all that stuff up there. Hell, even the games sometimes. But like, okay, podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, man. But more importantly, man, congratulations to all y'all involved in that particular deal.
Congrats.
But to us,
Trailblazers for the most part.
yeah, and shit, Breakfast Club is a radio show, but they got such a good flow between, I guess with Charlamagne and Envy that's been there. Of course, shout out to Angela Yee. I sound like Webby in this bitch.
Y'all got some
names
over here.
But when it comes to like what the three of them built with the Breakfast Club, to where like now you got what's her name, Lauren, whatever chick name is. Forgive me, because you do a really damn good job and you really good at what you do.
Yeah, she's good at reporting.
And Just Hilarious or whatever. It's like y'all like, they hold it down. Like one of my I guess media inspirations as far as in what we do is Charlamagne. Mm-hmm. I think he's a really good interviewer. I think he's has a quick wit mind, very intelligent. And I also like I hear him say something like as far as like the biggest room for change or improvement or some shit like that is growth or the whatever the fuck the phrase is. It's like I liked how we were introduced to Charlamagne and then what he has grown to as he got older as a man,
Yeah.
And I think that shit is dope.
It is.
So congratulations to folks like that and shit. We are on our way. Like I'm looking at this camera now and I'm gonna be watching the YouTube. I'm gonna either look at my phone or watch on TV and watch myself tell myself like, hey nigga, we finna get a new camera. It's like a movie in this mug. But right now we're gonna do what we can. And
we on our way though.
On our way because whatever we gotta do, not whatever. Ain't finna be on no Richard Pryor, Marlon Brando shit.
Yeah.
But
No Diddy.
whatever we need to do as far as on our end to be self-sustaining.
Right.
We're gonna put that money into this mug to make this look good as possible, and a pleasure for your eyes to see. New plant,
Yeah.
other stuff coming, and we want this mug to look real nice, being us from the ground up.
Right.
And to make that happen, we need everybody out there. No, I'm playing.
That shit funny as hell.
I'm gonna keep doubling back.
Yeah, keep on going because I did not just double back with with what I think should be the truth. But,
I'm potting, bro.
It's funny too. Keep doing your thing.
I'm potting, brother.
Let's see if Mario get to talking shit today.
About who?
Anybody, because I just remember this bro telling us, like, it just really hit me. Like, damn, you was about to say something, and you was like, I don't want to be talking about nobody.
Oh, last week? Yeah.
On the podcast. I can't believe
it was, I was just really about to go in on white people.
Oh,
and that
okay.
was, I was like, come on, I ain't want to just, might have some white listeners,
Yeah,
I ain't just want to alienate.
But with how we thinking the line, like if we did have white listeners, they probably feel the same way about the type of white people you was about to go in.
And it was a joke, though. It was me overthinking about a joke. It wasn't even that deep. It was me talking about
a racist joke.
Yeah, a racist joke to white people. And it could have been genius.
Yeah, man.
But it was really just about.
Hold on, brother. The moment has passed. Let's continue, right?
Damn.
But no,
because we just meandering around.
Just to progress this a little further. I just like how, it was.
I'm sorry, man. You want to tell your joke, bro?
Nah, because I said it last week.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I
go
said
ahead,
it
right?
last
Shout
week.
out to.
It was about calling them. Don't call them American. That's it.
I got you, bro.
If I'm African American, they.
European American.
Nah,
I like when Mario be like, yeah, it's a joke, but he be telling the dead ass truth. I had a joke, Which I really mean, this is how I really fucking feel, fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit be good.
This nigga Mario Chappelle over
I
here.
need to learn. Yeah, okay.
Dave be telling
A
jokes.
small nuance.
Dave be telling jokes. Mario just be telling his truth with a smile and calling it a joke.
Like, funny, right?
He on to something.
Nah, I know my niggas, man.
But
I didn't know my niggas would dub me on a text message though.
Damn, crazy.
That's crazy.
I lied. I already knew that too. But you just gotta try.
He did. But was a few episodes ago, Joe Budden on the Joe Budden podcast, shout out. He was talking about how podcasts and stuff are gonna fall by the wayside. And I don't know, I like this move by Netflix to get into the potting game.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I feel like there's room for everybody. Especially with however many hundreds of millions subscribers they have. Netflix have, and then how many billions of viewers that YouTube may have. Like, if you good, you should be able to get it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's the most important part. Instead of, talking about, hey, just donate to our Cash App.
I was about to say it again.
Yeah, I like that. That's what we stress the most. It's like, okay, the work behind the scenes that Mario was talking about, or did we record that? We was just talking earlier. Anyway, what we do as a collective behind the scenes before we get in front of these devices or whatever, and making sure that like we make these topics the best possible. Because we already got a chemistry and flow with each other because we've been knowing each other for about 10 years or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Hang out with each other, drink with each other, go through life together and all that shit. And it's like, that's why it's the good homies, you know what I'm saying? And then having good homies like this and other extended homies within our lives or whatever help keep us afloat during life's various trials and tribulations. So, we here to kick shit. And also, there was once a great black man who is no longer with us, who said, "Get rich or die trying." I don't know what happened to that black man, but he was absolutely right. Because the way that these things are going, I don't agree with the die trying part because your words have power. So let's get rich or get rich. Or, just leave a legacy for your family. Try to do something that can give you some type of creative outlet to be able to, speak to people, connect with people. And it's like, it's needed, as Rod was alluding to earlier. So, but, I don't want to have to beat a dead horse and keep going around in circles and shit. So, because I will. And I'm still sober, too. And I'll do it.
Crazy, right? Sound like we need more drinks.
That's absolute facts. Break.
An interesting interview that I watched. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check it out. Was 21 on Perspektives with Bank. 21 went on there to talk about his album, What Happens to the Streets. It was kind of a surprise. 21, he didn't put out no type of, he didn't have a big press run, or anything like that.
Nigga did a 6-day rollout and got 6-day results. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, first of all, anybody listen to the album?
I did.
Yeah, I listened to them up.
I listened to it twice.
Just twice since it came out?
Yeah, I listened to it twice since it came out.
How you feel about it?
Yeah, first thoughts.
All right. I think it was...
Yeah, Miss, I don't want to say nothing mean about nobody.
I'll go first. No, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me go. It was a good album. I do think that... Because I don't think it's not a bad song on the album. I don't think it's like nothing mind-blowing on the album as well, though. And I think with the title being called What Happened to the Streets,
right?
I just think like when it comes to say the interview you was just talking about, I just think the interview was more nuanced than the music, and maybe that's a thing, you know. But I just think he could have put more, you know, he could have answered more questions within the music, you know. He could have went deeper into the concept of the album title. I just think he kind of still just like, it was a really cool album name, and especially for what's going on at the time, but I just didn't feel that in the music. I didn't feel that question being answered in the music.
Especially on the heels of the whole Young Thug and his situation. So conceptually, you're saying that the album that he made didn't necessarily live up to the title?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, for me it didn't. I just, like I say, the interview did though. You know, the interview did. He said a lot of shit in the interview about like what happened to the streets. You know, he was saying that they dead. You know,
right?
In the interview, he was saying they dead. The streets died with, you know, a lot of the people that died. Like, you know, a lot of people died, and now they only give a fuck about killing.
Damn. You know what? Sorry to interrupt, but I just had a thought. Like I wish niggas who get rich, who don't have that same hunger no more in their belly because they eating really good, would like understand. And this is like a new thought for me too. But just right here in this moment, it's like it's not necessarily what happened to the streets. It's just like you have done well enough to where you shouldn't be in the streets, or worried about the streets. Mm-hmm. But you made your bread and butter in the streets, and that's what you grew up in, so that's really all you understand now. Yeah. But you didn't necessarily do the work, and this goes for 21, Thug, whoever the fuck this applies to. Mm-hmm. It's like you didn't do the work as a man after you got successful to elevate your mind and grow like Jeezy did, even though y'all don't respect him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I digress.
But give Gucci his props too for
changing too.
Yeah, for changing.
They don't even fuck with Gucci no more like that, because like, this nigga, like what Thug said about Gucci on one of them jail calls, he don't got soft. Yeah. What you mean he don't got soft? Now the nigga don't got sober. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rod. Go ahead. Because I'm trying to shit on these niggas. So y'all
Well, getting back to the album interview, the album. The album was...
I didn't even talk about the album. Shit, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
I went through it the first time. There was things I liked and I didn't like. I went through it the second time. Some things I picked up more on. It's classic 21. Beginning 21. Starting off 21. But if you're looking for something like I Am... you're not gonna get it. So, well, there are songs, but it's only gonna be a couple.
Yeah, I think it's 2 songs.
Yeah, that's why I said a couple.
Reach that level.
It's only gonna be a couple. But if you just,
I'll give you 3. Actually,
if you want to listen to some classic 21, he went back there. But I think that fit into the concept of what happened to the street. So I think he got back in that Duffy, as far as being in the streets or on some street music shit versus being...
other than trying to explain it, he just went back to the essence of
he went to
street
the
shit.
And he, you know, if you're looking for, like I said, if you're looking for what he did on his last couple of projects, you're not gonna get what you're looking for.
That is a very kind breakdown. Do you have more?
No, go ahead, bro.
Of your kindness.
Go ahead, brother.
Because I'm sorry. I don't mean, as you say, I don't mean to step on your work as a former drug dealer.
He talking that tree over there.
Who you talking to? I have no idea what you're talking
How
about.
many niggas in here used to sell drugs? Okay, my bad. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, nah, man. Y'all niggas are being very nice and generous about this 21 album. Now, I'm not gonna be like these niggas that's gonna say it ass, because it's not ass. 21 is very good at making music, and he say shit that's gonna make you chuckle, and you're like, that nigga said his op so broke they been shooting at the bus. Har. Made me chuckle. But the first half of the album is absolute garbage. And by garbage, I mean it's just that old 21. And I feel like this far into his career, he should be at a point to where he's ready to progress. Being from Atlanta, Georgia, well, not being from Atlanta, Georgia, but growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, I feel like when it comes to the brother 21 Savage, and I am a huge fan of 21 Savage, because I always say like Zero is my favorite rapper, and I tell people two niggas rap about murder better than anybody else, and that's Zero and it's 21 Savage. You ain't never heard a nigga say they want to blow a nigga brains out like 21 and like Ro. I love them niggas. But whenever, as Rod alluded to earlier, as far as with the I am greater than I was, and 21 started to show some ability to grow. And then you follow 21 on social media. You see this nigga's a love of R&B. You see this nigga's been trying to grow his mind. You see this nigga comes from a wealth of experience as far as being where he's from, not being a citizen here. Like, okay, so you grew up poor with your parents, but your daddy a doctor, but he not really there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got like a very interesting ass upbringing. Very, very, very smart, very personable. You a nigga that people just gravitate to and fuck with. So for me, the first half of an album is like, dog, I feel like someone of your caliber with what's going on in the city that you claim with Young Thug, and then the 4PF potential Rico, and then the beef that's going on with Thug and Gunna off the Rico that they had with YSL. And the snitch allegations and the shit with Woody, like Atlanta dominated the black media news headlines when it comes to shit that was going on in the courtroom. And then you just came out later fucking dud, my nigga. It's like you gave us bullshit on the front end, or the old 21, with the album with the album with that particular artwork on it, and then that title, and you just shit the bed on the first half of the album. And then you get into the song, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one with G Herbo that in my mind starts the second half of the album, and that shit picks up. If it was, to me, with that album title and the artwork for the album and the shit that you have been talking about, and then coming off of what you have been releasing from I Am Greater Than I Was expecting more of that. I was expecting for you to talk to us about what's snitching and what's not.
Yep.
I didn't expect to still keep getting the same gun bars from you, killing nigga shit from you, because, like, my nigga, ain't shit happened to the streets. The streets is still the streets for niggas that are hungry and they don't have shit. That shit will always be the streets for niggas like that. But now you have ascended the streets. You don't have to be there. You go back for fun, just to see your niggas if you haven't brought them out with you. That's all you go back for. So don't, no. And then, shit, as far as I'm concerned, it seems like niggas from wherever you claim have always been the way that you are finding out that they are.
Yeah.
Like, it's few places to where when niggas get caught up, they just hold it down. Like Louisiana niggas, they do a crime, it's me. I'm holding it down. Ain't no first 48 episodes coming out of new. Nah, I'm playing. They do come out, and the niggas be snitching too. But it's like when
Popeyes is good though.
Yeah, nigga. But it's like, it's just.
Yeah.
No,
But
I love 21. He let me down. I'm going on a rant because the nigga let me down because I fuck with 21.
But going back to what you said, the song that you like, I liked it too, was
that Code of Honor.
The Code of Honor with G Herbo.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I ain't a street dude, but it's just the when it comes to speaking of the code, the street code, shit get murky. And like what might ride with me might not be cool with you. So that right there is going to already cause some friction on how we operate and how we handle our street justice and how we get down, how we get busy. It's just, there's not a lot of OG generals, I think. I think everybody, like all the OGs, they're
all the OG and the OGs, you look at it, like, especially when it comes to rap, like all the OGs really not on that, like that type of timing that these niggas is on for real. Like, even like I understand that murder and all that shit comes with every generation, But it is something about right now that, you know, like right now in the last 7-8 years that this shit seems ramped up, though, you know? So it's just like the OGs ain't gonna be able to tell these niggas nothing.
And it's a difference though, because like the OGs or whatever, it's like they were once there as the YNs or whatever and felt a particular way, right? And then like the OGs that we see in person that were successful, like we keep it on rap or whatever.
That's
like,
what I'm talking about.
They were able to make money and ascend to a different place, right?
Yeah.
The niggas that they going back for to make their artists or whoever else, they still in the streets. So it's like, yeah, I see you out here living like this, but nigga, I still got to get it how I live. Yeah. So it's like the disconnect isn't, to me, isn't necessarily because the OGs aren't coming back and talking to the younger niggas, because they are, but it's like, it's just
the money
like, nigga,
situation.
I have to put the time in to get where you at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, and then like this, it's just a extremely fucked up situation.
Yeah,
because like luckily, like we still got examples like Jeezy and Gucci who made it out, who were able to clean their life up. You know what I'm saying? But it's something about still being in that space to, like, none of them niggas that we talking about, let's just say Jeezy or Gucci. Let's use them for example since we on Atlanta and them like, whatever.
That's T.I.
Neither one of those gentlemen will want for them kids to go through the same thing that they went through or do the same thing that they did.
And that would just be pretty much insane for real. If that's, you know, if that was the type of timing they was on.
And then, but it's only niggas that haven't ascended to those heights or had a change of mind, heart, or been through enough shit that feel like, oh nah, this shit is the way. This how it's supposed to be. And that shit is like our like within our community, as far as like some people feel like that determines how real of a nigga you are, how solid you are, as far as like how connected to the streets you are, how connected to hip hop you are, compared to just like, hey man, like this shit is for some people, for some people is a poison to us. Yeah. And in actuality, nobody should really have to live this way. But because of circumstances that are just within this particular country and just life, some people feel like that's the only way as far as to be able to make bread.
That's how they identify. That's the only thing they can identify with. That's the only thing you know is.
So you are you speaking on a rap, a music point of view, or street shit?
Culture, just life culture. Because, you know, them shits kind of like they overlap each other.
They do.
And then, like, so, you know, art imitates life.
Especially right now.
And so when you get the art of music, then it's imitating life as far as what people go through. And it's like, you know, shit, niggas be hungry. And niggas can see shit. Niggas be having the talent. Niggas can mess around and rap about what they see and the hunger that they feel and the shit that they do to mess around and get to a place where they want to be at. And then it's like somebody will see like, hey, nigga, you rap really good. Come do this shit over here on my label, I'm gonna give you this money. And then they mess around and start getting this money and start traveling the world and start getting away from like the environment that raised them and start seeing life in a different way and start getting across these different experiences. And then the young nigga that they was whenever their record exec found them is not the nigga they are as the rich OG. Right. And then, but some niggas, they still perpetuate that shit, and some niggas get far away from it. And it's like a sticky situation because the niggas that are still in the streets, like they are in that shit for fucking real. That shit is not, ain't shit happened to the streets because it's still there. It's still poverty. It's still violence. It's still niggas selling drugs trying to make a better way. Ain't shit happened to it 21. Like, nigga, you just got rich and you far from it. But you still try to portray that shit because you refuse to grow in your music. And that's my problem with this goddamn album. And I went all the way around the fucking world when Ryan was asking me a different question. But goddamn it.
You got there just then.
Goddamn it.
You got there. You landed
goddamn it.
it
Like,
then.
the nigga, and I love 21, but the nigga pissed me off because with everything that's going on, you are the nigga that's anointed for that shit. Ain't nobody chose Lil Baby for that shit. Ain't nobody chose Future for that shit. Ain't nobody chose Gunna Thug for that shit. 21, it was supposed to be your bitch ass that did that. But you just want to watch Lotto fine ass twerk. And if that's the case, then
Hey, man,
I guess I can
ain't
forgive you.
mad at you.
My bad. Y'all go ahead, man, because like I'm gonna mute my mic because I went off too hard. Y'all niggas,
But yeah,
but I feel that.
And that is the goal. In the perfect world, that's the goal. Everything you just said, that's the goal. But we know where we live at. We know what it is. Far as the whole breaking down of the street code, like at the bare minimum, like niggas should know kids and women are out to shit. But for whatever reason, nigga, it's everybody. Your grandparents, your parents, your kids. If I can get to your kids, like shit is just is I ain't gonna say it's different. The shit weird now.
Yeah.
Like whatever it take to get at you, I'm gonna get at you.
Yeah. It kind of always been like that too, though, man. It seemed like it kind of like it's always that one person that's willing to go.
Since I've been alive, it's been that way. At least where I grew up at.
But it's more now because I think it's like with everything else. Shit is cool. It's cool to be a rat. It's cool to be a hoe. It's cool to whatever you do. Everything is cool now.
Hoes do be cool.
And with all this shit we saying, that nigga could have put that shit in the album, dog. That's my problem with the album. Like this whole conversation we having,
and like he had with Big Bang,
and the conversation he had with Big Bang, like all of this shit could have been compacted into that album, man, and just done as a concept. But he just flat out like glossed over that shit. He just sit down and had a big nuanced ass conversation with Big Bang, but didn't seem like as smart as he is in these conversations about street shit.
That's a disappointing. Excuse me. Fuck, nigga. Nah, that's a disappointing thing though. Because,
Yeah.
like that nigga is smart.
Yeah, he's smart. As smart as he is when it comes to speaking on this street shit.
But it didn't translate
It
to the
did not
music.
translate into the music. He did not put that shit in the music. Like I was hoping to hear when I heard what the album title was and knew what was going on. So
Hold on, man. Let's argue with Rod. Because Rod about to hit us with some Goodfellas gangster shit. You're not supposed to kill women and kids.
Man, there ain't no good for
And what
shit.
else? What else? What else?
That's just nigga. If you're not involved, you shouldn't be involved. Like you shouldn't get hit. You shouldn't get touched.
I don't know, but like the rules to the rules of engagement just change over time, man. Just change over time.
Well,
for example,
who changed it?
So let me ask you this.
Changed it.
Let me ask you this.
The up and coming niggas changed it.
Let me
The
ask you
new
this.
niggas
Let me ask you
that
this.
think the shit cool changed it.
Let me
That's
ask
what
you
changed
this.
it. Okay.
So whenever Nipsey Hussle was killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we heard that the Rolling 60s had rolled through a lot of people associated with Eric Holder. Was that okay?
Yeah, I mean it's an eye for eye.
Okay, but they didn't get Eric Holder.
Yeah, I mean,
Eric Holder is the one that killed Nipsey Hussle.
and then went on the run and left his people to
So what
have to deal
I'm
with
asking
the
you is,
consequences.
And when you talk about Eric Holder's people, who is his people?
His family, they
It
was
was
knocking
his
out people that's not even gang related.
Yeah, not
Okay,
gang
well,
related.
well,
That was just like his.
No, that's not cool.
His family members, straight up, just family
No,
members.
that's
no
cool.
gang
If-
relation.
If you ain't affiliated, you ain't tied in, you shouldn't be a part of none of that.
All right. While I agree, I just think it's like I don't know. It's just a dirty game or whatever, and like no people not
But
like that's asking
who-
way
like-
too
like-
much
who
for
makes-
niggas
who makes the game
who
dirty?
decided to get into this shit in the first place.
Who makes the game dirty?
Now when it comes to like not all right, so for me, my answer for that is the niggas that's involved in the game. It's like it's kind of interesting or crazy to want niggas who operate in a dirty game or in an illegal game where niggas snake each other all the time to attempt to act like they got morals and codes. Niggas will pretend to have morals and codes.
When it comes to other niggas that's in the game, that's running the streets, that's doing whatever they doing, when it comes to those niggas, anything goes.
Yeah.
But if you are outsider, if you want to call them square, if you want to call them civilians, that shit should be left alone.
I agree.
That's ideal.
I
mean,
agree.
yeah,
It's ideal.
It's ideal, but what happened to that though? Because at one point in time, it was just that. If you are in this, it's you. And then it went to, okay, if I can't get you, let me get your kids.
Yeah, like it was a situation where what's
Shit,
the name where they burned down his grandparents' house or some shit like that.
Yeah. Honey,
So-
come on, brazen.
You know, I know. You know, it's the
niggas. It's the niggas. It's the whole culture. When we backtrack this shit,
But-
and we getting into the whole like internet trolls and it's cool to be a hater shit. That's where all this shit come from. Like all this fuck shit, all this bullshit. The niggas that's on that be on now, and it's cool because everybody. I ain't gonna say everybody, but there's a big amount of people that's doing this shit. Shit ain't cool. Just because there's a lot of people doing bullshit, bullshit ain't cool.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get out of that holding on to the social media shit and all this stuff that saying or portraying this shit to be okay. And these little fake, I don't want to call them fake.
Yeah, because
but because you got a gun and you shoot a nigga and you step and you do what you ever do, that don't make you real.
I wouldn't equate that to social media shit though, because I know niggas was doing that before social media shit. Like it's been niggas out here living like that before social media.
True, but that shit is more prevalent now.
Well, everything is more prevalent now with the advent of social media. It's in your face, it's right here.
See
Like,
it,
yeah,
you got
whatever.
camera phones and shit, but no, niggas wasn't built like that when I came up.
Okay.
And it could be just a different time.
Yeah, and then maybe areas too, because I know in the time I grew up, it was niggas was built like that, and that was, you know, pre-social media. Now it was coming. We had internet, but it wasn't no Twitter, it wasn't no like niggas was.
And on the real,
Niggas
like,
was-
and
was
it's
raw.
and we talking about kids still, and as long as it's really like kids, we talking about niggas from the age of 15 to 20, fucking over each other. They don't, you know what I'm saying? We could say, yeah, leave the kids out of it, but you telling the kids to leave the kids out of it. Like a 17-year-old nigga don't give a fuck about that. In my opinion, if he already like just down hard in the streets and really doing shit like this, he don't care about your kids or if you with your little sister. That's what it said to me. Like a lot of these dudes is not grown men. Like we tell them to, you know, think and operate like gentlemen and grown men, but a lot of these dudes is not grown. And a lot of these dudes is
A lot of these niggas is bitches, but at the end of the day, though,
Well, go ahead.
yeah. No, go ahead.
no. But at the end of the day, like you said, okay, these kids are kids. Okay, so you run with a group of niggas. There's no fucking nothing in my head should tell me I can't get at Mario. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get at his baby sister that's in junior high. When I know you run with 10 other niggas,
That's a sick thought.
and if I can't get to you, you got 10 other niggas I can touch.
Yeah,
The
that's
funny
a sick
thing
thought.
about how you kicking the ride is like you act like these niggas is not sick. It's like coming from your viewpoint and how you feel as far as you being disgusted, I completely understand. But like when you take it out from your viewpoint and see like some of these niggas be throwed the fuck off, it's like it what you saying is absolutely right.
And these some
But
little
trying-
boys with guns.
But trying to put your morality and how you see life into these other niggas' minds is what makes it sounds kind of like it's crazy. Because you absolutely right, but trying to act like these niggas don't think like you is kind of off base.
Yeah.
Because like everybody doesn't have the same morals and codes and standards.
It's a different time, bro.
Hell, even in the time you grew up, everybody didn't have the same codes and morals and standards. You can't sit up here and tell me to hold on. You can't sit up here and tell me to my face that everybody that you grew up with was a stand-up nigga.
True, but there was consequences that came with that shit. There was consequences, but now it seems like there's no consequences because everybody thinks the fucking same way.
And then also y'all can tell from the way that we carry ourselves and what we're trying to do is that we are also far removed from that stuff. So consequences or not, it's like that's not necessarily the lifestyle that we even care about attempting to live.
Yeah. Right.
Like we just talking, but
So when
it's definitely a different time, and I'm not whatever, and I'm not affiliated. I'm not none of that shit. I grew up around a lot of it, and with 95% of my family being based in not even the whole state of California, fucking South Central LA. When the rise of gangs was coming up, nigga, deuces and trades. This was before a lot of other gangs popped up. Like the shit just different, and it's weird. And I think watching the interview again, good interview, big bank, big homie.
Interview better than the album.
That part. Big bank was laying down some shit as an OG. Asking him for real questions and shit, picking his brain, but at the same time he was telling him like the same shit I thought. Like some of this shit that how people move is just weird. Shit is weird. But different time, different niggas. That's what it is, I guess.
And then would have been a different time. So, we don't have to do this. We'll just leave this question here. We'll go on to where we got to go so we can get off of this. But it's like, okay, what was the disconnect as far as niggas who live like that? Where was the disconnect between the OGs and the younger niggas? Because y'all know, well, if y'all don't know, I'm always gonna blame. If we see a problem with the younger generation, it was because we didn't teach the younger generation properly.
Right.
So what happened in that teaching and communication? That's not a question we have to. That's not a question we have to answer today. But it's just something that we can think about or whatever.
Or they and the daddies too though. If the daddy smoke crack, that semen come up out of there, it's got crack in it too. So
I wouldn't even say it's that deep. It's just
you can be a crack baby if your daddy smoke crack.
It's just listening, and like 21 said, with the whole gunna thug shit, when it's time for little bro to come to court. And little bro don't want to come to court because he feel like he big bro now. Like,
yeah, can't get nobody to listen.
Yeah, don't get me started.
But yeah,
because like we'll point to conditions. We'll talk about stuff like that, but we won't talk about the conditions that have people thinking they have to live that way.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem though is just like the killings though. You know what I'm saying? Like. However, we can figure out how we got to a point of like the killings was more important than the hustling and shit. I think that's the issue.
But the greed about that shit apart though. It's like nigga, like
I wouldn't even say it's greed. I think it's just nigga want stripes. But again, we're not street niggas.
But even with one of the stripes, they come from a place of like, you want something. I'm pulling something towards you.
Yeah. I want the recognition.
Like whether it be greed for money, greed for the attention, greed for whatever. Like it's coming from a place of me, selfish. Like you ain't think about your community. Like the nigga that killed Nipsey, like nigga, you want to think about your community, nigga. You want thinking about like, okay, what type of shit this nigga was on going forward. You was on think about how you was feeling played in a particular moment.
And he also has to take blame for the stuff that happened to his family. Like you did that to him, and like that was part of the consequences that you had to suffer, or your family had to suffer for you killing a man. Was that like
that was out here doing positive in the community?
That was out here doing positive.
Where he was at in his life now.
Yeah, and people loved him. So he have to hold part of that as well. Like. They did in like Rod's eye and my eye, they was wrong for, maybe chopping down some of his relatives that ain't affiliated in gangs and stuff like that. But like you did what you did though, Right. So, that's a tough one.
Long story short, leave them shits alone.
Yeah, stay up out of that shit. Go play some ball. Even if you ain't good, work on your game.
Go read a book. Go learn something. Go learn yourself. More importantly, like learning yourself is probably the most important thing you can do in this lifetime, in your lifetime.
Get wrapped up in a craft, man. Want to be really good at something.
Like I say, we're not a part of that, but that's a problem of it too. Everybody not built to play basketball. Everybody not built to play football.
That's why I said you gotta learn yourself.
So if you're not a part, if you ain't built for the game, don't get in it. But I think we get
That was
into
a nice analogy.
I think we get into the game. Everybody's accepted. There's nobody there to gatekeep no more. So we can push it a little further.
I don't know what the next topic is.
I don't either. So
Break.
in boxing news today, Terrence Crawford announced his retirement from boxing. Took everybody by surprise.
Shit came out of nowhere.
What a way to go out on top, though.
He did, because he's going to be solidified as one of the greats.
Yep.
No matter how you try to spin some of his opponents, which is crazy because at that time that they were that guy. He accomplished the mission. He completed the mission.
Yep.
And he's going out, 42-0? So when you, for the historians, he's up there with Rocky Marciano,
Yep.
Floyd Mayweather, which is divided depending on your taste, if you like him or not. Because
I was gonna say, because if Marciano, well, I ain't gonna talk shit about Marciano.
yeah, because if you want to hate, you are gonna find a reason to hate.
Right.
But Floyd Money Mayweather, and
Pretty boy Floyd.
that, and right under that, Terrence Crawford, Bud Crawford.
Yep.
What does this do for boxing?
I think it for me it kind of sheds a light on just how dull it is right now, how dull the marketing is in boxing, and how even somebody like Crawford, who just won the biggest fight of his career, feel like it's time to retire because it just seemed like you got motherfuckers out here like Jake Paul, shit, throwing parties and paying motherfuckers $50 million.
Yeah.
You know, and these dudes putting they life's work in behind boxing. And, you know, it's not being able to be paid off at the right time unless, you know, damn. Unless you Mexican or white.
Respect.
It's hard to gain that fan base. If you black, you have to be a certain type of personality, antagonist to
You gotta be Floyd Mayweather. You gotta know that you're fighting a Hispanic boxer on Cinco de Mayo and come out with the sombrero so you can have people hate you.
You gotta combine the people that love you with the people that hate you.
As of late, like whenever you're a black boxer, you're never the hero.
Yeah. Like Canelo don't have to worry about that.
Because he's a hero.
He's a hero.
Light complected with colorism, we understand. But yeah.
And I do think that's part of it, but boxing is just in such a bad place for somebody like Crawford who, shit, damn, man, did all he could do. Like, God, dog. Even Earl Spence, you know what I'm saying? Even Earl Spence at the time when he fought Earl was doing better than you know what I'm saying, the shit that's you know, projected or at least how the climate feel right now.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, both of y'all. The black man does have to be the bad guy. I think the only one that came close to being seen as a good guy at some point in their career would be Ali.
Shit.
Nah, that was afterwards. That was afterwards.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
At some
okay,
point
okay,
in his
okay.
career, he
Yeah, okay.
became the good guy because of everything that came behind the politics of it.
Okay, I got you. they tried to rewrite history on him.
Yeah,
They're like,
they
oh
did.
damn,
But
this nigga was
they fucking hated him.
like, oh, this nigga was right.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, my takeaway from it is like it was only just a few weeks ago that Bud got on whatever social platform and was talking about the sanction fees for holding that belt for whooping Canelo's ass, and how nigga, I'm not about to pay you to keep a belt.
Yeah.
A belt that I earned. A belt that I put my blood, sweat, and tears into. A belt that I've been away from my family 6 months, 9 months training camp.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say it's a fuck you to Canelo. I would say it's more to boxing as a whole, because when he retired, all those belts are vacated.
Right.
So now everybody got to fight for these belts to get these belts back.
Mm-hmm.
They was all in one place. Now they scattered out. They like the motherfucking
Infinity Stone.
Yeah, now they all over the place. You know, for the longest it was Canelo.
Yeah.
And everybody loved Canelo. You know, everybody loved his story. The people that he fought, you know, everybody considered top tier, whatever, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
He had all the belts in one place. Bud took those. And it was like, oh, how I took it was, I'm still not good enough. You still saying I'm not that guy. So shit. If I retire, guess what's gonna happen? Nobody's that guy.
Right. Nobody's that guy. And everybody that end up with a belt, like, shit, everybody gonna know I whoop his ass. Like, everybody know who the best in the world is.
I just seen while we was on break before we came back in that they got they favorite one, Stephen A. Smith, pumping Boots Ennis as the next face of boxing. I just saw that. Before we started recording. When y'all was out there.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But boxing is I mean,
If Ron Garcia could fight for real, he'd probably be the face of boxing.
Yeah, he would be the face of boxing.
But the nigga can't box for real.
And yeah, and the truth is, like, ESPN and Stephen A. Smith,
I seen Blueface
like, y'all don't choose that
Ron
shit.
Garcia.
I heard about that shit.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, to the point he had to hit her in the face his damn self.
But I
Like,
just
for
think
real.
it's one of them things they got to throw a misdirection out there. It's like,
Yeah.
you know how I go.
Yeah, like, throw a misdirection, but
Like if
but
it
that
was back
shit
in the
him-
60s and there was a COINTELPRO situation, then Stephen A. would be the
He would
nigga
be,
that told
yeah.
on Fred
Yeah,
Hampton.
he'd definitely be.
And so many other
Yeah.
civil rights activists back in the day.
He'd definitely be spinning us in the wrong direction.
Yeah, for sure.
Stephen A.
Yeah,
for sure.
What was Samuel L. Jackson on Django? What was his name?
Steven.
Oh, okay. But yeah, boxing is really just like how it stands now. It looks like it's a popularity contest, because you got fighters like Pitbull Cruz that we've seen get big fights and lose big fights, but still continue to
Yeah,
get
he's still getting
big fights.
Yeah, he's still getting big fights.
Whenever there's a situation with boxing that's coming up that's going to be pretty big, like we'll give it some attention on this broadcast. And like, but it always come down to the same thing. It's like they model is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, as somebody who used to love boxing when I was younger, but fell away from it because people used to dodge the person that they should have been fighting at that time. Like, nah, I can't really fuck with it no more. But, I've said this before and I said it again, every time I get to open my mouth up and speak about they model and the popularity of it, and how he was just alluding to how the good homie Rod was talking about how what Pitbull Cruz is by popularity got a fight or whatever. But it's like, if you just had a champion and he was able to rate these contenders, I'm not saying that you had to do everything UFC way or whatever, and maybe Dana White would get that shit right with TKO, whatever the fuck you trying to do. But it's like, all right, it's obviously we should have a champion and we should have the number one contender, and 2 and 3, and these niggas should be able to fight each other for their particular rankings.
Right.
Yeah.
But in boxing, it's like, okay, you got the belt, and if you wanna go and fight goddamn the good homie Mario, well, never mind, because he ain't gonna fight nobody. If you wanna go and fight the good homie Rod, then you can fight the good homie Rod. It was like, but it's other niggas. It's at least 3 other niggas that are worthy of this fight. They can give you the fight, but you cherry picking, and it's like just how they cherry pick their fights. It's like it's Terrence Crawford did a good thing.
He did.
Just fuck them niggas.
Yeah, he did a good thing, and I don't think that's the last. Like, I don't think we've seen him fight for the last time. But when the money come around, he gonna take it now.
But you know, far as
I think that's why he retired, because the money don't look right. The money don't, like, what the fuck? I just fought Canelo. He made 100. I made 10 or some shit like that, and now y'all telling me, shit, it ain't there.
And then logically, if you're thinking about it, his next fight that he probably could get a payday, he will have to probably move up.
Chase Benavidez now.
Yeah, Benavidez.
And he gonna say,
Canelo.
No, I got the fan base. I need more.
Somebody that Canelo won't fight.
Yeah.
But it's smart too, because if with him being retired, he can go take a motherfucking Jake Paul fight.
That's exactly what should happen.
And get the bag. And if win or lose, that ain't never happened before. Win or lose, the shit not a blemish on your record.
Yeah. It's not a blemish. And win or lose, I came over here this time, it was for the money. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, I'm only over here for one thing.
Yeah, Phil Stradamus here. I'm telling you, July 2026, Terrence Crawford is fighting some nigga in an exhibition fight for $100 million.
Yeah.
As he should.
As he should.
As he fucking should. He don't pay his dues already.
Yeah.
Unlike you, Gervonta Davis.
Had the bag and dropped it.
Yeah.
No, he ain't drop it.
All he had to do was...
That's how that shit
Yeah, all he had to do was
too.
just rematch Rhodes.
All right, so...
And not beat your bitch. But shout out Terrence Bud Crawford. He also put out an official response on Twitter. I think it was Twitter, where he thanked everybody and, you know, just talked about his journey. Much respect. Classy fighter. You did your thing. You did everything you were supposed to do as a boxer. But the game's fucked up.
Yep.
And it's all about who promotion, what promotion company can... Everything is set by promotion companies.
That's true.
But right now, coming up, we got Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, man. MVP on the road, man. I'm telling you, MVP, one of the coldest, most valuable promoters.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call themselves. Like, they on a run. They on a run for real.
And it's easy when you got somebody like Netflix that's backing your that's backing your movement. So
yeah, and Jake Paul put that work in too. I can't sleep on his business acumen or his appeal to whatever fan base he built by being a YouTuber.
Yeah,
between him and his brother Logan or whatever. So when you get that, you know, this is my whole Slim Shady argument, and the privilege of being, you know, white or whatever, and having a lot of people who feel like they want to relate to you and watch you and all that good stuff just because of who the majority is in this country, you can be a bigger draw every time, even if you're not really that talented.
Yeah.
Even though Slim Shady is. But, you know, for the black boxers that we love, they get to fight them and take this payday, you know, it's a good deal. So, like you said, so they are absolutely 1,000% on the roll with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Y'all got plans to watch this fight?
yeah,
I do, and I always get wrapped up in
It's
the
on
same
Friday.
shit.
It's on Friday. Ain't you gonna be in the air on Friday?
Yeah, I'll be in the air.
It's on Friday night.
catch me in the air.
Yeah,
up there.
I'm probably, depending on what time that it start. I think I land there. Yeah, I don't know then, because I think I land there at like 8. Daytime.
Daytime? Oh shit! Well, you might be able to get to the if y'all, but y'all ain't got y'all just flying there Friday, so y'all ain't got shit to do Friday.
Yeah, I don't think we got nothing to do.
Oh yeah, you might be able to pull up Netflix on the TV and watch that motherfucker. Then when you get there, you're gonna be tired in the bitch. You might fall asleep on that motherfucker. Have to wake up and watch it later. But
Yeah, but you know, it's just weird to me that so basically if Anthony Joshua don't like knock him out or like really thump him around, that shit is gonna be weird. That's gonna
be highly questionable.
Yeah, that's gonna be highly questionable, dog. If Anthony Joshua just don't like take it to this fool for real. He is not experienced enough to be able to hang in the ring with Anthony Joshua, in my opinion. And I don't even think Anthony Joshua is just a all-time great or nothing like that, but like he did fight Usyk and you know, he put up a good fights against some champions.
Yeah.
So it just, to me, like, fuck no, this dude shouldn't even really be able to be in the ring with him. But if he can make it like through a whole fight, that shit is gonna be, like Ross say, highly questionable. It won't really make a lot of sense to me.
You know, you got Anthony, 6'6", 250, versus I think Jake Paul heaviest has been with Tyson.
What, 220?
225, I think, and he's 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
And then plus, you like you said, with all the experience he has as a professional boxer,
like,
it don't make sense. But
he done been
the world is a funny place. It's a crazy place.
He done been in some big fights.
And if do we question the realness of these fights?
I do.
All of them.
I don't question them shits. I mean, it is what it is. And we call that shit a money grab. We said Terrence Crawford need to hype his ass out there in the summer and get your money, nigga. So
Yeah.
shit, I don't question them.
Yeah,
shits.
I don't think it's
I know what's going on.
yeah, it's a part of like some about it ain't authentic. As far as I think even
Damn.
not only do I think Mike Tyson could have hit him more and hit him harder, I think he could have did Mike Tyson worse. You know what I'm saying? I think it was that shit go both ways. I think that like it seemed like it's something in these contracts. Even the Tyrone Woodley knockout, that shit look weird. Go look at that shit. That shit look weird, man.
That nigga, he fell down like a bald bull on Mike Tyson Punch Out. Showing my age, but yeah.
Bald bull.
Bald bull.
Shit, I probably never beat him.
So like I got a question. So do you got a problem with this the fights coming out as if they're staged?
I ain't got a problem with it. I know what it is. Like, I know what it is, and like shit, I love wrestling.
I was about to say. You know I was going. I was like, hold on now.
Now I ain't gonna hate on that part, but you know, they at least like kind of give me a hint though. You know, like don't just let it be totally unspoken. But you know, wrestling they didn't do that either.
Yeah, drop some little behind the scenes footage of them kind of sparring and going through their steps and paces and shit. How they gonna play it?
Yeah. Practice.
Practice. The choreography of it. Yeah. Show me some of that, then, you know. But no, it's I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna hate. Shit, if you can get the bag, brother, get the bag. You know, the biggest question has always been, how does this look for boxing as a whole? And for me, you can't ask that question just simply based on shit how y'all cherry pick fighters.
Yeah.
Like, so
I think it's a glaring indictment on how they do their business.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you get mad at the left hand for doing what it's doing and the right hand doing the same shit? So it's shit weird.
And nigga, like, and I worked when it comes to the Paul brothers. I worked to build up this fan base, and they want to see me do crazy shit like this, right? And then like, so you know, maybe like, I think since the UFC model is legit as far as how they do with they fighters and they contenders and all that good stuff, it's like they're gonna like, unless you're not gonna be able to see them fight a retired UFC fighter and a nigga give a damn.
Right.
But since boxing has just left itself open for that shit, then shit, it is what it is at this point. Yeah, your drink not even over here.
Even over here.
Nigga thirsty. Nigga want something to drink.
I'm good.
I got you next time, brother. Next pod, we got it.
Nah, facts. That's also true.
But
Anyway.
yeah, they did leave the door open for that shit because they never, put the fights down like they were supposed to. Like they always leaving,
That's been going on for years, man. Especially like when you got Golden Boy promotion, they can do whatever.
Man, I seen Oscar De La Hoya talking shit about Terrence Crawford. You only fought 2 good fighters. I seen that shit earlier, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I say so, nigga.
Like I ain't seen this nigga in lingerie.
Yeah, I was gonna say so, nigga. You wear lingerie and high heel pumps.
Only fought 2 good
And
fighters.
shit, it's gonna B3 come outside.
Right.
Let's see.
That's funny there. And that's why I couldn't be no boxer though. Goddamn, I'm trying to whoop everybody's ass. Don't say nothing wrong to me.
And this fight for free. Come on outside. Just sign this paper saying, whatever happened to you, you will not sue me
Yeah, man, your
or
ass
press
on.
charges.
Mike Tyson didn't give a damn though. That's one thing. Mike Tyson shit. You fuck with Mike wrong back then, you finna goddamn have to sin.
Man, no woman. He was like heavyweight Gervonta Davis.
And he's like,
Anybody can get
shit.
it.
Gervonta Davis just really came up in the wrong time frame because if he was up in the 90s and he was doing what he was doing now, wouldn't nobody give a damn.
Yeah, that wouldn't occur that much.
shit, Mike Tyson be like, shit, I'll go back to jail.
Yeah. Mike was a wild boy at the time. But yeah, but that big up to Terrence Crawford, man. No, shit, I get it. It makes sense to me why he retired, but I do think we'll see him fight again.
Yep. So we're gonna go. Where would you gentlemen like to go next? We're gonna talk about the wrestling, or we're gonna get into
Homeboy Prayers.
Yeah, let's get into Homeboy.
So there was a Hanukkah reception at the White House featuring Homeboy Prayers. I'm saying featuring because there was a lot of dick sucking going on.
It was like a posse cut.
Yeah. The shit just looked weird. And like I told Phil earlier, like I've never tuned in to Homeboy Prayers anything.
Mm-hmm.
Speeches, I get the little sound bites and, whatever. But actually just taking time to listen to like the 40, 50-minute clip.
You finished the whole 41-minute clip?
Almost. Almost. The circle jerk that was going on, bro, was just unreal.
It was definitely some bukkake in that motherfucker.
And I the first thing that came to my mind was like, how did we? And when I say we, I mean American people. But if you watched the video or seen what was going on, you know who was there supporting him. How did we get to this point of just like being fanboys and fangirls of the presidency?
Well, in that particular video, it was the third day of Hanukkah celebration they were having at the White House. So it wasn't just your everyday regular American in them. There were a lot of Jewish Americans and just Jewish people in there celebrating their Jewish president, as they say, that they want to have another 4 years after this one, which is against whatever 22nd or 3rd or whatever amendment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a very, very interesting thing to see. So many things going on in the world of politics now, especially with this administration, and it's I don't know how to explain it because it's like it's absolutely some shit that you feel like you would see from a fucking movie, as far as of a careless leader and just people just who could potentially like The only thing about this situation is the fact that like the American public doesn't know that it's hopeless yet.
Yeah. The powers that be.
I watched the movie before though. This stupid movie we living in. I always think about the movie like fucking Terry Crews was the president and shit. It was called Idiocracy.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen it yet? Like we gotta watch that shit and come back and talk about it one day because like to me that's like of course it's on a bigger like comedy level or whatever, but it's the kind of dumb shit we living in today, dog. Just to where we have like this careless leader who don't care about nothing, don't really know nothing and don't care about nothing outside of himself.
I think I've seen it, but it's been a minute. It's old, right?
Yeah, it's old. I think it's that I just looked it up. It said 2006.
Okay.
It seemed like I had, but I guess if it say 2006, then 2006. But it seemed like it was before that. I thought it was, but they said that was like the first time they ever even showed Crocs. They had put Crocs in the movie because they like they at the time they looked futuristic.
Yeah.
But they also like at the time like looked so damn stupid or whatever. Like no, there's no way people will be wearing these in the future.
Yeah, that's some dollar store shit.
Yeah, and lo and behold, Crocs jumped off like 20 years later, or not even 20 years later.
Yeah, you gotta check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just the people that he had on there, I'm trying to not say something that I don't need to say.
And apparently we have a Jewish president.
Per the president of Israel. And the first and what was it, 9 consecutive president, Jewish president. So they doubled down on it. And he also brought on Trump. Homeboy Prez also brought on Liz Pipko.
Which one was that? Which lady was that?
That's the model that met her the love of her life. And then there was I forget the lady's name that donated $250 million.
Miriam Allison, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks and I believe the Sands casinos in Las Vegas.
There you go.
She donated $250 million to the Jews.
Nah, to Trump. She's Jewish and she donated $250 to Trump. So like there's this. All right, fuck it. Let's get to it. Let's just.
Why they donating that much money to a person?
Well, so here's the thing. I know you don't really fuck with politics like that. So they got this shit with the political lobbying and things of that nature, as far as where like basically all these different politicians that we elect into office to fight for the American people are being bought by somebody else. One of the biggest organizations out here buying other people is AIPAC, which is a American-Israeli group that wants to support. It's a foreign group that wants to have United States influence Israeli policy and views of Israel in the United States and abroad. Because, of course, the United States, since World War II, has been a big dick on the playground.
Right.
We the bull in the playground. So ever since they became been recognized as a people, as a state, and was it 47 to 48, the AIPAC was created in 1951. And so since then, just being, smart or whatever, like you can see, okay, we're trying to get something established and these niggas is dropping atomic bombs on boys. So let's get into a partnership with them. Let's get into that era. And since then, there has been a relationship, and depending on, where you stand and how you fall into like the different either conspiracy theories and or truths about certain things, the United States and Israel have been in bed with each other since 1951, really. So with this, to me, with this particular event at the White House that was going on is, Israel is coming off a situation to where, like, they are committing a genocide against the Palestinian people. That's something that some people would consider you anti-Semitic for saying, but that is a genocide that they're doing to the Palestinian people, right?
Right.
And then, of course, they can keep getting away with it because since the United States has the biggest army in the world and is, like I said, the big bull in the playground, and it's back in Israel because of the strategic position in the Middle East, as well as, us being a Christian nation and them being Jewish and or Judeo-Christian, they feel like they have ties to wanting to protect Israel, because if you bless Israel, then God will bless you.
Okay.
That's their thoughts and views on that.
Right.
Okay.
So with inflation the way it is, the housing market the way it is, how all these different things impact America, everything is up shit. Yeah, light and electricity. Every fucking thing is up. And then we can see you sit up here as the president that's supposed to be for the people. We can see how much money that you have received from AIPAC. Like, you sit up there on that stage and you told us that Miss Adelson gave you $250 million herself.
Yes.
And this lady, and she said, if you run for a third term, which you are not allowed to do, that I give you another $250 if you can find it out. And this lady has foreign interests. She's not in the best interest of the American public.
Right.
So, and that's the thing that makes it a really, really interesting topic, is because we have this foreign entity influencing American politics.
Yeah. Anybody with money, it seems like, can come through and have some influence. That's dangerous as hell.
And that's the thing about Trump, is because I know that we said before we were recording, whenever he got elected, I think I told boys that by the time he's out of his 4 years, he could be up a T.
Yeah.
And because he can be bought by anyone. You can give him a brand new jet that he wants to make Air Force One, you in favor with me. And as Rod alluded to earlier, like that little dick-sucking fest that they had the other day at the White House, it's like anybody that got up there and had something to say, even him, shit, he'd get up there and suck his own dick. And then there would be other people get up there and sucking it for him. It's like just telling this man how great he is. But this is someone who would get onto his platform, Truth Social, after the director and his wife were killed by their we'll say deranged son or whatever issues that he was dealing with. And then how because Buddy was critical of some of the stances that he would take, he shit on homeboy as if it was like it was deserved, because he had some type of, as he called, a Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, it's like the thing that's the most interesting is like, it's people out here who are MAGA and or Trump supporters who just sweep that shit on the rug or ignore it as if it's like, it's just whatever, or act as if the shit that he's doing, the policies that he's attempting to put in place are beneficial for the future of the American people. They act as if the shit that he's attempting to do at Venezuela this week is normal. Right. And like somebody got like, I think now, like the greatest trick that they have pulled is getting people to believe that it's not important to vote, because they don't rig the system so much. Here in the state of Texas, they have gerrymandered the votes to where like they took Jasmine Crockett from her House of Rep seat to where now she has to run for Senate. But it's something about, and then they tried to do the same thing in Indiana and try to redraw the map. But at least the good people in Indiana on both sides of the aisle had enough sense to say, like, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. So it's extremely imperative that people become more aware of what's going on at a political level when it comes to the laws that govern our lives every day, and in your city, in your state, and federally, nationwide, because they are playing the game in a different way. They're trying to usher in some new stuff, not necessarily new. They're trying to get back to what they actually believe things should be. And so, and if you're not somebody who is white or identifies with the Christian faith, that can be something that could be very scary for you potentially if they get their way. So in my lifetime, I remember we joked about this last week about Diddy talking about some vote or die. Now, I'm not a fearmonger, and I would never have people believing like this shit is a die situation, right? But I will say this: even this midterm election that's coming up in 2026 is probably the most important election cycle that we have ever come across in our life. Now, homeboy, as the president, still has a lot of power with his executive pen and all that good stuff. But as far as like the checks and balances system that you learned about in your U.S. government class,
That shit gone.
it's gone now but even with the people that's there, it's like even some of the Republicans are jumping
He
ship
put
on,
him
bro.
in place.
No, but they jumping ship too. Like a lot of them are retiring. FBI director retired, would decide to step down today, effective in January. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a couple of weeks ago, said that she was going to step down, effective in January. And it's a lot of people who were put in place by him or stumped for him that are turning against him. But it's really up to the rest of us, and especially those of us that care about the future and that have a voice to let other people know. It's like, hey, whether you look, you need to find a good candidate to vote for, no matter what side of the aisle that you fall on. But you need to make sure that we don't get into or that we don't vote people in who can be bought by another country or fall into an authoritarian regime.
Mm-hmm.
We still need a democracy, and we still have a situation. We need to get back to a place where the people actually choose what they want for them lives. And welcome to my TED Talk.
Thanks, brother. That was damn good. Damn good. But, the question, it comes to a question of how much is enough? Is it not enough that this man's name allegedly is on the Epstein list? Is it not enough with him locking up Mexicans at the border and fucking dog cages? Like, is it not enough that this man is openly taking bribes from foreign leaders and dictators and rulers, or however you want to put it? Like, at what point in time is there going to be that the American people just say, okay, this shit is enough? Fuck the stepping down and all this other stuff. Like no, we got to do something about this because this is not right.
Yeah, and if you're really American, if you're really a patriot, especially if you are an elected official, you need to stand up for your fucking constituents and do something for the American people for once in your bitch ass life.
Yeah,
because we can obviously see that it's a go along, get along type of situation going. Everybody that aligns with Trump, as long as you go along with the bullshit, you straight. And anybody that don't, you fucked up. And, it's on us as voters to vote for you guys, but at the same time, the ones that's been voted to these positions that you've been held to, like you need to do your work. You need to take care of your business. You need to stand up for the people and not just align yourself with what's going on.
With Trump or whoever's going to pad your fucking pockets. It's either a money game or a power thing. And it's one or two things with these bitch ass niggas. And then since I've been taking the time to really understand the flow, because like I used to like politics when I was younger, and I got disenfranchised with that shit. But now seeing all this shit that's going on, it's like, nigga, you don't have a choice but to learn this shit. And then since we all do have a broadcast and we have the chance to go and read and research some shit and then come back and kick it to y'all in an honest and genuine way with like I said, I don't care. Like me personally, from what I'm understanding, like, nigga, I'm a socialist. I'm very far left because, like, what you eat don't make me shit. If you want to be a fucking furry nigga, go be one. If you want to be trans, do that. If you want to be gay, go do that, nigga, because what you eat don't make me fucking shit. If you want to have 12 abortions, I don't give a damn. That's you and whoever your savior is. That is up to you. But when it comes to basic human needs as far as shelter, food, housing, those shit shouldn't be unaffordable to anybody.
Right.
The healthcare in this country should be universal. Childcare should be universal. Education, college should be free. Housing should be affordable. And when it comes to just the basic needs of this country, when I got people playing in my fucking face, what we even fucking need y'all for? Like, I don't care what side of the aisle that you fall on, you should understand that those things that I named should be universal for everybody, no matter where you fall.
And ain't nobody ever talking about that shit.
And you got people that's like, they're just gonna fucking play with you. Because they feel like, you know, because like the propaganda machine of America is like, okay, I got it and you don't.
Yeah. So food
Like
stamps.
Yeah. And then like, go ahead.
Nah, I'm
You
saying
got food
like,
stamps and I don't.
not like you saying I got it and you don't, and I feel like that's the type of shit that they use to make hot points on when it comes time to vote. So
Yeah,
for me,
or-
it's always about some damn food stamps
And I'm not even talking.
cutting, cutting off
some type of aid.
Yeah, cutting off some type of aid.
certain people.
Yeah, and I'm not
for a certain
and I'm not
group of
even talking
people.
about what the politicians are doing with laws and how much the government gives to the people who actually live in this country, because they ain't got no problem sending them nowhere fucking else. I'm talking about just the everyday American citizen, niggas like you that's watching this broadcast right now that feel like niggas is lazy and need to get off their ass. I'm talking about y'all dumb ass motherfuckers. I'm talking about y'all that don't bottom to the propaganda that feels like, okay, well, it like Kanye got a line as far as to when he used to be normal, then he went whatever, then he might be kind of normal. I don't know, he kind of whatever. But it was like, I think it all falls down. He said he wanted to go spend however much money on something just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. Like all of us, we live in a fucking mentally ill country, my nigga. It's like niggas is always trying to get the one up on another nigga. Like, we black and we came up in the hip hop generation, and niggas used to just floss about shit that they had that another nigga didn't have. And that shit is fucking insane to me. Like, when you think about it, once you get older and you get more mature and you just think about just, okay, we got the number one country in the world, the number one GDP, the most money. It's like, but our citizens can't even get fucking universal health care. No American should ever go into debt because they had a emergency surgery come up that they couldn't fucking afford because they privatized insurance. Never, ever. But because they have done a great game and getting us away from politics and voting for people who feel that particular way, as far as when it comes to getting our basic needs met on a day, and like, because like I did the research. I looked up the shit about a social democracy and how other industrialized countries do it, as far as Japan and Germany. Whenever it comes to however they are able to, okay, like, yeah, they still have a free market as far as to where they can still have billionaires and people making their money or whatever, but the government gets involved in certain industries. So whenever it comes time to get your hip replaced, you're not finna spend a fucking arm and a leg getting your goddamn hip replaced.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend something, but you're not going to debt to get that shit done.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the problem with this fuck ass country, is because when it comes to your basic needs, they always want to fucking rob your ass. And you bitch ass niggas, because y'all on some type of fucking rat race, keeping up with the Joneses, or trying to say you got something that the next man don't got, so you can just shit on the next nigga. Y'all niggas are the fucking problems just as much as the politicians are.
Yeah.
And once again, welcome to my TED Talk.
They the main motherfuckers the politicians be targeting, though.
Hold on, let me get a fan for my brother. You fan this nigga down.
Bitch ass niggas. Just
Well said, brother.
But it's a game. It's all the propaganda. It's the social media. Your algorithm is catered to you. So if you already have a bias, confirmation bias, they're gonna keep putting shit in your face. So like, I challenge you to go like or share something different than what you think and see how your algorithm switches up in real time and starts feeding you different shit. But you're gonna keep seeing what you like and what you gravitate to and what you respond to. Your algorithm is catered just to you to keep you in a particular space, in a box, to keep you stuck. But I challenge you to think outside the fucking box and see somebody else for what they are.
That's deep. That's deep, and that's true.
Damn it.
Stop looking at the ass. Look at something that's going to enrich your mind. And if you don't care about what's going on in politics, shit. Do you think about the future for your kids?
They've done a great job in making people feel like this shit don't matter, right? And then at the same time, they try to redraw districts so they can get votes just for one side. It's a great trick, but no more. Long as we got a broadcast, we ain't gonna let that trick fly no more. I promise you that. Ain't got shit else to say. Shit. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, but nah, that ain't happening. 2026 is up.
Yeah.
Whatever we got to do to galvanize niggas to vote, whatever we got to do to open niggas' minds up, and then, like, more importantly, whatever we got to do as far as no matter what side you fall on, whether you Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever the fuck, Green Party or whatever, it's like putting actual candidates in there that have a heart for the people.
Yeah.
You need to give us people that we can truly believe in and vote in so we can mess around and turn this motherfucker around. Because there's too much money being made in this motherfucker for us not to have our basic needs met and for y'all to keep on fucking price gouging us. For y'all to keep on raping your citizenship.
Yeah.
That shit should not be a thing.
And that's where it starts. That's where it starts.
I could keep going.
That's they whole shit, though. Fucking over they people.
But it comes to a point to where, hey, why are you in the game? Are you in the game to gain or actually help your people? The people that voted for you.
They in this motherfucker game.
Yeah, in the game.
Yeah,
American politics, politicians, shit. Hey.
So that's when it comes into like Phil was saying, like, it's important to vote. It's important to vote for the people that you know are for you. Midterms are important. Shit, your local elections are important. Shit, you tired of paying property tax? Shit, go out and vote for it.
Yeah.
You tired of how they run the your city or your town? Go vote for it. But you just can't sit back and just hope shit just gonna change. Because it's not. Especially when you got other people that's going to vote differently than you vote.
Yeah.
What's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Shit's insane. Roll that beautiful beat footage.
Cue that music.
All right, fellas, we did it once again. Hey, thank y'all for sitting through, listening, enjoying the best broadcast you will listen to. You know what time it is. Final thoughts, fellas.
Y'all niggas don't piss me off. Nah, but free the genius though. To all of you out there who vibe with us and connect with us, hey man, I hope that we can inspire y'all and y'all inspire us so we can build this community properly and get this shit to where it's supposed to be. Hey, free the genius though.
Preach.
Yeah. From like where I'm at, with the winter rolling in, it's been a bad flu outbreak. So I would say to the listeners, be aware of that. Shit, do whatever you need to do to prepare yourself. Keep the immune system right.
It's winter season. Days are short, nights are long. Get outside, get you some sun. Hey man, let's love one another. That's why we here. Love one another. Don't matter your religion, race, creed, sexual identity. None of that shit is important. We need to love one another. Blessings and praises to the ancestors. We love y'all. We out.